I'm standing on the corner, 5th and Main. The sky is the color of a coming rain. I see the bench where we sat till the dawn, but the you and the me are already gone. The coffee shop window is fogged and blurred. I'm looking for the ghost of an unspoken word. The world is still moving, the lights are still green, but I'm stuck in a frame of a deleted scene. It's a hollowed out feeling, a trick of the light to be back in the place where the world felt right. Every brick in the wall, every crack in the stone is a reminder that I'm standing here alone. And I'm right back somewhere we fell in love, under the same stars, the same moon above. The air smells of jasmine and gasoline, but I'm just a shadow of what we have been. I'm tracing the ghosts on a pavement below, in the only version of us that I know. It's a beautiful torture, a hand in a glove, being back somewhere we fell in love. There's a park with the swings and the old oak tree, where you promised you'd never be finished with me. The carvings are faded, the bark is grown thick, but the memory is like a heavy set brick. I see a young couple, they're laughing so loud, and I wanna tell them to look for the cloud. Cause this isn't a map, it's a graveyard of dreams, where nothing is ever as real as it seems. Cause I'm right back somewhere we fell in love, under the same stars, the same moon above. The air smells of jasmine and clean, but I'm just a shadow of what we have been. I'm tracing the ghosts on the pavement below, in the only version of us that I know. It's a beautiful torture, a hand in a glove, being back somewhere we fell in love. Why does the city look just like it did, when all of the old ways is buried and hid? It should be in ruins, it should be in ash, to match the sound of the permanent crash. I'm screaming at shadows, I'm haunting the street, waiting for a hello that I'll never meet. The sun's going down, the shadows all alone. I'm standing right here where it all went wrong. Somewhere we fell in love. I'll just leave my heart here, since you don't want it anymore.
You say that you're happy, you say that you're fine. You're drawing a circle and staying in line. You tell me you're sleeping, you tell me you're strong, that we're just a melody in an old tired song. But the air in the room is starting to break, and your hands have a tremor you can't help but make. You can script every sentence and practice the part, but you can't keep the truth from your hollowed out heart. Words are just shadows the mask is dissolving, it's starting to slip, and I see the goodbye on the edge of your lip. Because the tears don't lie, no, the tears don't lie. They're the only thing honest in this long goodbye. You can say that you love me, you can say it's not true, but the salt on your cheek says I'm losing you. The maybe is over, the always is dry. 'Cause the words might be hollow, but the tears don't lie. Reflection of the sun and the rain, running down pathways of a permanent pain. You're wiping them away with the back of your hand, like you're trying to hide what we both understand. Yeah. Every drop is a promise that's already broke. Every sob is a fire that's turned into smoke. Don't tell me it's nothing, don't tell me it's okay, when I can see the forever just washing away. 'Cause the tears don't lie, no, the tears don't lie. They're the only thing on this in this long goodbye. You can say that you love me, you can say it's not true, oh, but the salt on your cheek says I'm losing you. But maybe it's over, the always is dry. 'Cause the words might be hollow, but the tears don't lie. But the tears don't lie. Tell me the truth with your voice, not the strays on your face. Give me one single reason to stay in this place. But the silence is screaming and the message is clear. I'm losing the house, and every single tear. Go on and cry, let the water fall down. It's the only truth left in this ghost of a town. You don't have to speak, I can see the goodbye. Yeah, tears don't lie. Whoa. They never lie. They never lie.
I'm checking the logs for the 7th time tonight, staring at the phone till the screen burns white. I heard a sound in the kitchen, but the house is just bone. I'm starting to hate being left with alone. I caught my reflection, but I didn't recognize the eyes. They look like a storm in a set of fake skies. I'm talking to the shadows, I'm arguing with the air, trying to find a me that was there when you were there. The static in the room is getting way too loud. I'm a lightning bolt looking for a silver line cloud. I'm counting my breaths just to stay in the room, but I'm drowning in the middle of a silent vacuum, and I'm losing my mind. forgot why I came. I stood in the aisle just whispering your name. People were staring but I couldn't even care. I was looking for the ghost of you standing right there. Is it Tuesday, is it Sunday? I've lost all the tracks. I'm a library of books with the broken off bags. How do I function? How do I be when you took the blueprint of the original me? 'Cause I'm losing my mind, one memory at a time, trying to find a reason or a rhythm or a rhyme. You were the anchor, you were the steady hand. Now I'm just drifting over unmapped land. Everything is tilting, everything is blind, and I'm calling out your name when I'm losing my mind. It's the ringing, it's the shaking, it's the sound of a heart that's permanently breaking. Am I crazy? Am I haunted? Am I just a mess? I'm a victim of a love I could never quite confess. Come back and fix it. Come back and stop the spin. I don't know where to begin. The walls are closing in, ceiling is too high. I'm just a little bit afraid of the sky. I'll just sit on the floor, I'll just wait for the light. Maybe I'll find my way back by the end of the night. I'm losing my mind. The street lights were flickering, a pale shade of blue. The night that they always ran out for you. I was still talking, still making a plan, holding the ghost of your life in my hand. You didn't shout and you didn't even cry. You just put out the fire in the blink of an eye. Then the engine turned over, the gravel had grown, and I felt the weight of the silence enthroned. I reached for the door, but I grabbed at the air. I turned to the seat, but there's nobody there. The map in my head is a blur and a mess, with no one to talk to and no one to bless. And you left me there alone in the middle of the rain, with a heart full of salt and a permanent stain. I was building a temple, you were looking for the door. Now I'm a stranger on my own kitchen floor. The world kept on spinning, the lights they all shone, but my axis was broken when you left me there alone. I went to that cafe, the one on the bed, where we used to pretend that the road wouldn't end. I sat in our booth, ordered coffee for two. Then I remembered there's no more you. The waiter looked sorry, the people they stared at the man in the corner who wasn't prepared to be a half-finished sentence in a song with no beat, just a shadow of some on a dead-end street. 'Cause you left me there alone in the middle of the rain, with a heart full of salt and a permanent stain. I was building a temple, you were looking for the door. Now I'm a stranger on my own kitchen floor. The world kept on spinning,
promise was broken when you left me there alone. Did you even hesitate? Did you even pause to look at the victim and look at the cause? I'm a shipwreck, I'm a landslide, I'm a bird with no wing, while you're out there finding some new kind of spring. I'm still where you left me. I haven't moved at all. The porch light is on, the tea is getting cold, the story is finished, the secrets are told. I'm still in the driveway, I'm still by the phone, right where you left me. Left me there alone. The coffee's going cold, there's a film on the top, and I'm waiting for the ringing in my ears to stop. I've been sitting in this chair since the clock struck 10, trying to find a place where I was me again. I'm looking through the window at the neighbor's fence, but none of the colors are making any sense. People walk by, shadows on the glass. I'm just a mountain watching the seasons pass. I'm not really here, I'm not in this room. I'm a pilot lost in a velvet vacuum. My eyes are wide open, but they don't see the light. I'm just focused on a point that's out of my sight. And I'm staring into the distance, looking for you in the blur of the gray and the edge of the blue. Beyond the horizon, past the curve of the earth, to the day that we died and the day of our birth. I'm searching for a sign, for a flicker, for a spark, but I'm staring into the distance, and it's getting so dark. They ask if I'm okay, they wave a hand in my face, but I'm miles away in a different space. I'm replaying the moment that you turned the key, and the way that the oxygen drifted from me. I can see the taillights of 1,000 cars, but I'm looking for the one that carried my stars. I'm a lighthouse beam with no shore to find.
tattooed, heartbreaking lead. Are you out there? Are you coming back home? Or am I just staring into the unknown? The sun's going down, the birds have all flown. I'm still in the chair, still on my own. Eyes on the line, heart in the past, staring into the distance until the very last. Just staring so far away. The blue light of the phone is the only glow, counting down the hours till the sun starts to show. I'm tracing the patterns of the shadows on the wall, waiting for a phantom or a ghost to call. I reach for your pillow, but the cotton is cold. Just a hollowed out story that's already been told. I used to love the quiet, used to love the peace. Now I'm just begging for the dark to release. The clock on the dresser is ticking like lead in the middle of a desert, in the middle of my bed. Every good night we whispered is a haunting in the hall, and I'm just a shadow watching the evening fall. And the night feels so lonely, the night feels so wide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The stars are just holes in a velvet black sheet, and the silence is a rhythm I can't help but beat. I'm a king of the nothing, a ghost in the air, reaching for a hand that isn't even there. Yeah, the night feels so lonely. I hear the house creaking, I hear the wind sigh, like 1,000 old sorries falling out of the sky. I try to close my eyes, try to drift out to sea, but the memory of your breathing is drowning me. The streetlights are bleeding through the cracks in the blind, much like the us that I'm leaving behind. How did the dark become such a heavy thing to wear? Like a coat made of lead and a heart made of prayer. 'Cause the night feels so lonely, the night feels so wide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The stars are just holes in a velvet black sheet, and the silence is a rhythm I can't help but beat. I'm a king of the nothing, a ghost in the air, reaching for a hand that it isn't even there. Yeah, the night feels so lonely. Is it 3 a.m.? Is it a lifetime ago since you were the only? Always I know the moon is a witness for the dawn to pretend that the lonely is finally gone. But until the light, until the sun, the night feels so lonely, so lonely, so wide, just the night and me. I've run out of tissues, I've run out of wires, I've run out of ways to avoid the night skies. I wash my face in the mirror at dawn, but the ghost of the salt is still lingering on. I go through the motions, I drink from the cup, but the water inside me is just welling up. I thought there'd be a limit, I thought there'd be an end to the breaking of a spirit that I can't seem to bend. It's a rhythm in my chest, it's a blur in my sight, the only companion I have in the light. The world asks for better, the world asks for brave, but I'm just a sailor on a saltwater wave. And the tears never stop falling, they never run dry. They're the only thing left of our long distance line. One for the always, one for the gone. A river of sorrow that keeps moving on. I'm a storm with no center, a sky with no blue, just the endless descending of the missing you. Yeah, the tears never stop falling. Tonight I saw your old sweater, the one with the thread, pulling apart like the things that we said. I didn't even feel it, I didn't even know, until I felt the damnness begin to show. It's not even a breakdown, it's not even a scene, it's just the default of what we have been. How do I function? How do I grow? And the flood in my heart is the only thing I know. 'Cause the tears never stop falling, they never run dry. They're the only thing left of our long distance line. One for the always, one for the gone. A river of sorrow that keeps moving on. I'm a storm with no center, a sky with no blue, just the endless descending of the missing you. Yeah, the tears never stop falling. Tonight I'm drowning in the white, I'm drowning in the clear. I've spent 100 gallons on every single year. When does the river reach the end of the sea? When does the gravity let go of me? I'm overflowing, and I can't find the plug. So I'll just let it rain, I'll just let it pour. The dry version of me doesn't live here anymore. One more drop, one more line, and everything's wet, but nothing is fine. remember the shirt you were wearing that night, the faded out blue in the kitchen sink light. You said, I think I'm done, like you were talking about a chore. Then you placed your silver keys right there on the floor. I looked at the window, saw the cars driving by, underneath the regular indifferent sky. A woman was laughing on the sidewalk below, and I wondered how the hell she didn't even know that the axis just snapped and the gravity failed. The clock on the wall didn't skip a single beat. There was no sudden thunder or a crack in the street. It was quiet and cold, it was hollow and still, as I watched the forever roll over the hill. And that's when my world ended, right then and there, in the space between sorry and the thinning of the air. No cinematic fire, no mountains in the sea, just the sound of the silence where you used to be. I'm a ghost in a house that's still standing upright, but the sun hasn't risen since that Tuesday night. Yeah, the world kept on spinning, but mine ended then. I went to the store just to buy some bread, feeling like a man who's already dead. I stood in the aisle and I stared at the shelves, wondering which version was the last of ourselves. The cashier was smiling, she asked, how's your day? And I couldn't find a single damn word I could say. How do I tell her that the stars are all out, that I'm drowning in an ocean of permanent doubt? Cause that's when my world ended, right then and there, in the space between sorry and the thinning of the air. No cinematic fire, no mountains in the sea, just the sound of the silence where you used to be. I'm a ghost in a house that's still standing upright, but the sun hasn't risen since that Tuesday night. Yeah, the world kept on spinning, but mine ended then. They say time is a healer, they say life goes on, but how do you breathe when the oxygen's gone? I'm trapped in the second the door clicks shut. I'm the blood on the edge of the permanent cut. Is anybody looking? Does anybody see that there's nothing left inside of me? So I'll just sit here in the dust and the gray, watching the others get on with their day. It's a beautiful morning and the birds are all gone, but the world ended here, or so I've been told. Yeah, it ended then, right when you left, right when you left.
The screen door clicked, a hollow kind of sound. I watched your shadow stretch across the ground. I waited for the pause, for the hitch in your stride, for the part of your heart that had nowhere to hide. I had my I'm sorry right there on my tongue, the heaviest song that I've ever sung. But you reached for the handle and you stepped in the car, like I was a stranger or a distant star. I was looking for a sign, looking for a doubt, searching for the fire before it went out. But the air was so still and the driveway was long, and I realized that I was the one who was wrong to think you'd stay. And you never looked back, not even a glance, not a second thought maybe.
just kept your eyes on the road up ahead, leaving the always and forever for dead. I was waving at a mirror that was already black, 'cause I was still holding on, and you never look back. I watched your taillights turn into 2 dots of red, bleeding through the memories of things that we said. I thought there'd be a moment where you'd check the glass to see if I was watching as you chose to pass. But you drove like the wind was at the back of your soul, like leaving me behind was the only way to be whole. How do you do it? How do you just go without a single goodbye that I'll ever know? 'Cause you never look back, not even a glance, not a second thought maybe, not a ghost of a chance. You just kept your eyes on the road up ahead, leaving the always and forever for dead. I was waving at a mirror that was already black, 'cause I was still holding on. You never look back. I would have run after, I would have screamed away if I'd seen a single flicker of fate. But you were a blur, you were a fading line, while I was the anchor you left in the brine. You were gone before the sun was even down. The street is quiet now, the dust has all cleared. It's exactly the ending that I always feared. I'm still on the porch, the night's getting cold, and I'm the only one watching the road. You never look back. Staring at the calendar, tracing back the years, trying to find the junction where the always disappears. Before the first hello, before the can I buy you a drink, before I let my guard down and stop trying to think, I go back to the morning I didn't know your name, when my heart was a candle and not a forest flame. I was a solid house, I was a steady stone, perfectly content with being left alone. But I opened up the door and I let the winter in. I let the you become the me beneath my skin. Now I'm looking for a way to erase the very start, to pull the thread of
I'd never let it begin. Delete the tape, ruin the scene, tear out the pages of what we have been. I want my time back, I want my peace. I'm begging for the memory to finally cease. I'd rather be empty, I'd rather be blind, than to have the you stuck inside of my mind. But the clocks only move one way, and the sun's coming up on another day. I can't unknow you, I can't unbreak. I'm stuck with the you and the every ache. If I could undo my life, but I can't, so I'll just stay.